talk about John Wick 4.
Yes.
John Wick 4 was a film that is better than the last film. And with the John Wick series, honestly, to me, it's a type of movie series that got better. It got better each time, and the fight scenes got better. And the thing about it is it's a movie that's not for everybody, right? Because there's a lot of people that just hate action movies, right? It's a movie that has a shit ton of action, right? There's just loads and loads of action. And a lot of people hate action movies. But for something that's so heavy on action, it's still, like, sometimes it's still not enough. But there are scenes where it drags out. Like in the beginning scene of the Japanese continental area. That was the only...
It was like the middle of the movie.
Yeah, that was the scene where I was kind of like, maybe they need to speed this fight up just a little bit. But they did that so that they wouldn't throw out all their cards in the beginning. Because as the movie progressed, the fight scenes got so dope.
Yeah.
And for me, I think it is arguably one of the best action movies of all time. The different angles that they had, just the overall choreography, it had like realistic choreography. It wasn't an action movie where, you know, yeah, they have bulletproof suits. That doesn't make any sense, how their suits are bulletproof. But to add a little bit of realism on, like, Keanu Reeves actually fighting, right? Dude's pushing 60. He's probably 50, right? He's in his 50s.
I think so, yeah.
Keanu Reeves in his 50s, and he's still able to kind of get in there with everybody, have like this Muay Thai, hand-to-hand combats, the guns as well. I don't know how many bullets hold in that freaking chamber, but that's a lot.
You know what that's funny is that actually this is like probably one of very few movies or series, because all the movies are like this, that they actually do count real clips. Like, I mean, they count the amount of shots in each clip. So like, if it was a gun that usually takes like a 12-round mag, they're only going to be shooting 12 mags, and then he reloads. That's what I liked about the John Wick movies, is that like they'll literally show him, you know, reloading and taking his time, you know, with his, you know, taking people out and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And it made it feel more grounded and a little bit realistic. I mean, obviously, of course, like with the whole him getting shot all the time and his suits being bulletproof. And
so weird.
I know it's funny, but
I like it.
It makes that universe unique. You know, that all the body suits are Kevlar, was what they say. I mean, it still wouldn't work that way. Kevlar. They got freaking vibranium suits is what they got.
They got John Wick vibraniums.
They got Wakanda suits on. But yeah, like they you know why too, because the directors of those movies are actually stuntmen. So they get, you know, doing good choreography, they get doing good camera work, and, you know, the whole gun thing too. So, you know, he's trained with real like a gun sportsman. Yeah, like he's this guy that's got like championships on his belt, man. Like just with straight, you know, guns and stuff. So
they had everything right to make the perfect action movie. It's just like, I don't even want to call it like an action movie. You know those beat 'em up games where like it's just strictly, it's just rare,
like arcadey shooters.
Yeah, just arcadey. Like that's what John Wick is. I wouldn't be surprised if they made a John Wick game in an arcade and had like a time crisis.
You know
like,
what they did do?
Feel.
There's a game called John Wick Hex. It's an actual game, and it's the bird eye view of what we saw in that scene.
Oh,
in the movie.
That scene was amazing.
I mean, that came out, I think, like last year or so, or something like that.
That's my favorite scene, by the way.
That scene was amazing, and they said they got that from another game called Hong Kong Massacre. So it's kind of looks like, I don't know if you ever played the game like Max Payne.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like that, but like in a bird's eye view the whole time, and it's just insane.
It gave such a video game-esque feel to it, and that's what was like so beautiful about it. What would have been dope is that before John Wick became like a live action series, if it actually was a game, like a PS2, PS1 type of game,
arcade
just
shooter,
a regular
just
arcade.
Turned it into a dope action franchise.
Like I said, like Time Crisis. you know how like Time Crisis was arcade,
Yeah.
and then by Time Crisis 3 it was on your PlayStation, or you could have it on the PS3, the Move. Like if John Wick was like that during that time period, and then they made it into a movie, bro, that would be the best live
Video
action
game franchise.
Yeah, best video game franchise live movie adaptation ever. Because that's the thing. That's the trend nowadays. Everybody's wanting that like live adaptation of like pop cultural things that we played on our game systems or we read in comics.
That's the thing that makes that movie and that series even better, is that it's just 100% original.
It's original. That's
like,
the best part.
It's not a reboot. No. It's not a rewrite. It's not an adaptation. It is just straight original.
Yeah.
Like, that's what makes it even better. It's not a die-hard reboot. It's not a whatever other action movie. I can't think off the top of my head. Yeah. Whatever other action movies are out there, it's not a reboot. It's not a rewrite. It's not anything. It is a strictly original series, and I think, to me, it's the best action series of all time.
It is for sure.
And the way that it ended, even better.
Mm-hmm. Do you think, honestly, let's say we got rid of a character, right? Uh-huh. Who was the character in the beginning who ran the Japanese Continental? Oh, I forgot.
The girl?
The father.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna bother me now.
I forget the actor's name all the time. His name's a little hard to say, but I see him in like a bunch of movies.
Hiroyuki Sanada.
Yeah.
And he played Shimazu.
Okay.
He played Shimazu. So, what if we took him out, right? Great actor. I'm not hating on him, by the way. But you add Jackie Chan. And then we get to see Jackie Chan fight.
Well, here's one thing. Jackie Chan's Chinese.
Jackie Chan's, oh, sorry.
So it wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work, but still at the same time. Well, they don't cast like accurate guys from certain areas.
When you want a Japanese actor, you hire Sanada, dude.
Yeah, you
hire Hiroyuki Sanada, because that motherfucker is a beast when it comes to swords work, action.
Very true.
He's a monster.
He's been in the game for
He even was in Endgame. He fought against Ronin.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a short fight. It would have been cool if it was longer, but
it would have been dope.
Like a long fucking sword fight would have been dope. But
I feel like it would be dope to add Jackie Chan though.
He's older too now. I know if it would be cool if it was like his mentor, like John Wick's mentor.
John Wick's mentor was Jackie Chan. Oh my god, that'd be fire.
Fire. Just have Jackie Chan just fighting and shooting everybody.
I would love to see Jackie Chan one more time in an action movie, but he's just so freaking old now.
No, it sucks.
I feel like he can still move.
No, yeah,
he can still move.
Could most definitely still move. I can bet.
He can move probably the same as I just forgot his name.
He still looks good for his age. I think the only movie I saw him look super old in was The Foreigner.
But that wasn't a movie where he was displaying.
It was more like a drama movie.
Yeah.
Like he had to act like a real
He probably can move
person.
He probably can move at the same kind of speed as Hiroyuki.
Probably. Yeah. He's not in his prime anymore. In his prime,
that boy could have been doing backflips. That boy was pushing like 40, 50 and still doing that.
That's what I liked that they did with Shang-Chi, at least, was they used the same fight choreographers. They used Jackie Chan's team, basically. Yeah. His team of fight choreographers to film Shang-Chi.
We gotta give him his flowers, because Rush Hour.
If you made it to the end of the video, make sure that you hit that like button because it helps out so much, and don't forget to subscribe. Let me know if you guys love these kinds of videos and what else you want to see next.